Welcome to Mental Health Breakthroughs for Young Adults and Families. I'm your host, Carey Conley. This podcast is dedicated to helping young adults navigate through the challenges and learning curves that they're experiencing in every area of life. My personal episodes will be dedicated to helping you with getting clarity, direction, moving through adversity, and living with purpose and hope. I will also be bringing you amazing guests to discuss topics such as finances, career choices, relationships, grief, addiction, positive mindset, mental health, and more. I am on a mission to help you live a life that you love and have the confidence to go after your dreams. I had the pleasure and honor of interviewing a new friend of mine who happens to be president and CEO of a chapter of the National Alliance for Mental Illness in Colorado, which is where I'm from. And we had a really great conversation talking all about youth and suicide. Big part of what NAMI does is creates resources for families in lots of different areas, not just in youth, but I really wanted to focus on that with him today. And he shared some really great information that I hope if you are a parent, you are listening to, or even a friend. But he gave some statistics and some great advice. The first statistic he shared was that they did a survey, and the young adults, and this was age range, I believe he said 14 to 18, to rank themselves based on how they felt they were doing mentally. And 72% said they were doing fair to not good at all. Then they asked the parents of this age group to rank their kids on how they felt they were doing mentally, and they ranked their kids saying that they thought, there was only 30% that said they thought their kids were in trouble. So seriously, there's a gap here, right? And so we've got to bridge that gap. And one of the things he said is that we need to start talking to these kids sooner because they want to talk. And so he suggested in a couple of different ways how parents can start dialoguing with their kids. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's not just your 14-year-olds. If you Google this now, you'll find statistics around suicide that start at age 5. And it's not always when you think or see that they are in trouble. I have friends that have lost their kiddos to suicide that were, straight A students, captain of the football team, had a girlfriend, from all appearances on the outside, they were successful and happy. So even if you don't think your kids are in trouble, we need to start communicating with them at a very early age to start checking in on how they're feeling. So the first thing he said, that if you have a young adult or youth that is showing signs of not feeling well, first thing was to validate their feelings by saying, you know what, I can tell that something's a little off. Why don't you tell me what's going on? And I love that validation versus coming at them saying, hey, what's happening with you, right? Because immediately they're going to go on the defensive. And the second thing he said is we have to learn how to communicate with them the way they want to talk to you. And each one of your kids might be different. He said that he had a woman he was working with or helping that had 5 children, and she figured out that she had to communicate with each one of them a little bit differently. The second thing he said was to ask them how they're really feeling. This, I think, would be a really good question to ask that kiddo or that young adult that by all appearances on the outside look like they're really happy. Check in, because maybe there is something bothering them that they're hiding and they're not showing to the world, that if you asked, they might tell you. And the last thing he said, and I thought this was so beautiful, he said, don't have this perfect. He said a lot of times the parents or other people don't want to talk to you because they feel like they need to do it perfectly. He said communicating on any level is a great start. And if it doesn't go the way you think it should go in the beginning, you just simply come back to him and say, hey, I think I can do better at that. And, just don't get tripped up with stopping yourself thinking you have to have it all perfect. As a matter of fact, I think our kids need to see that we don't. So if you are in a place in your life where you're just really wanting to help your kids have a better vision for their life, which is what I teach, the first place I want to encourage you to start is with you. They need to see that you are following your dreams and your goals and that you are working through some tough stuff too. And if you need some help with that, I have a gift for you. It's my Vision is Victory workbook. It's a free downloadable, easy guide that you can do. And you can get that workbook by texting the word victory, all in caps, to 26786, or you can click the link below. Design the life you've always dreamed of with Viva, Vision is Victory Academy. Join us and discover how to transform your vision into victory. Whether you're seeking clarity, resilience, or a path to personal growth, Viva is here to guide you every step of the way. Don't wait for life to happen to you. Make it happen with Viva. Sign up today at visionisvictoryacademy.com and take the first steps towards a life of purpose and passion. Your future self will thank you.